everyone.
Happy Sunday drive.
Happy Hash House a GoGo Day.
Oh my gosh. Hash a GoGo has opened, and the parking lot is
packed.
It's
Holy
packed.
moly.
Congratulations. We're so excited having you as a part of our community. Hash House a GoGo is super exciting. But look at this. Like, we were going to stop and park and kind of talk about it, but there is nowhere to park where you can actually see the sign. So
it's like Peter Gabriel said, Amy. No.
It starts right off the bat, doesn't it?
In the song Sledgehammer. This is the new stuff. That's what we're doing today. This is the new stuff. So we're talking about new stuff, like so much. Oh, hi there.
He got her.
Yeah. Yikes. We started, like, look at it one more time.
Yeah, I
will. So much new stuff opened.
I know.
Like, within days. And that's why we're very excited about this, because she does not have any inclination of that there's a sure where world. No, but she didn't see you. Anyway, there's so much new stuff, and we're so excited about it, and we're not excited about it like we're kind of the biggest believers in Disney's backyard. We just are. And
look at this. I mean, look at the people flooding in, flooding out. We're just happy. We're excited.
Yeah. So we made a list of, by the way, when you're in Disney's backyard and when you're around the hotels, that thing that just happened is the thing that, notice you didn't flinch.
No.
You just have to be ready for somebody to come, some kid or a person to come running out from behind a car.
Yeah.
You just have to. But we're just big fans of this. And so we made a list, like so many new things open. We're going to take you to a bunch of them. So that's Hash House a GoGo. And so, Amy, what is Hash House a GoGo? Well, I mean, for honestly, those people that haven't been drunk in Vegas.
I don't. No. So that's the thing. No. I don't know. No. So, no, I'm really excited. So when we were kind of prepping for this, I didn't realize. You want me to go this way?
Yeah, I want you to go that way.
I have to make a loopy loop, though. I have to make a U-ey up there.
No, you don't.
Okay, okay.
You're going to go down by the hotels.
Right, but this road right here only goes right because there's a meeting.
Oh, then do that.
So I'll go where
whatever. All right, then continue what you're saying.
So when we were looking for just information on it in the menu, it's like, we realized there's so many locations in Vegas, which kind of tells you something, right? Tells you something about kind of the clientele sometimes.
Yeah.
However,
the vibe,
yes.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. So good. Look at where we are. So we are, by the way, I don't know if we even mentioned it. We're in Flamingo Crossings, here in the Horizon West area. We've toured it before. We talk about it all the time. But look at the hotels: Homewood Suites, Home 2 Suites. We've got the Fairfield Inn. We've got more down there. So so we have so many. We go right or left?
Go left, and then go. Just pull into the Residence Inn and loop around. Because the Residence Inn I love because they made it look like the Grand Floridian.
I know, right? It's gorgeous. But so it's like this whole shopping area is such a great location. So we're just super excited that right as they opened, that it's a huge, they've had a huge response so far.
Well, and the way things open now is they do a soft opening where they're like, okay, well, they don't really tell anybody they're opening.
Right.
Now, Hash House GoGo kind of did. They're like, but it was like the day of, we're open. And so to see them like just flooded with people is amazing. Mm-hmm. And so, we're business owners, kind of, in Disney's backyard. And so we just root for everybody. We just want everyone to do well. And so even though they've got many locations across the country, mostly in Vegas, we're rooting for them. We want everyone to do well. So it is not cheap to build a business in Disney's backyard.
No, it's not.
So
it's also not cheap to eat there, but
it's not. So if you look at the chicken and waffles thing, $28.99, which is what I'm going to order when we go there.
But it's a massive mound.
It's the iconic thing. If you see, I'll put it on the screen. But when you go to Hash House a GoGo, or their website or whatever, that's what you see. Mm-hmm. Is Andy's world famous sage fried chicken and waffles. So go. I guess you got to go that way.
I can go straight. Yeah, or I can turn.
Because we're going right there.
Okay. All right.
Because now, so first of all, so Hash House a GoGo, if you are staying in one of these hotels, if you've been at Disney, now it's more of it's not a late night place. It feels like, since it's Vegas-y, it should be a late night place, but it's not.
Well, it may only be Vegas-y in Vegas, and here it's more touristy.
Right, but even in Vegas, they're open like 7 to 3. It's like 7 a.m. to 3, so
only till 11 here, I believe.
So it's an all-day thing, but it's not a drink around the world at Epcot and then come to
No, I feel like this. I mean, I don't know. I'm going to make an assumption just on where we are. I think that's more of a family-oriented. Yeah. It's going to satisfy everybody's picky palate.
And wait for a second.
Yes, I will. Yeah. So let's talk about this.
So here's the thing. So if we're talking about rooting for people, Ellie Lou's Brews and Barbecue. So they've got location in Ocoee, one in Claremont, and now one here. So I don't know the full history of Ellie Lou's.
You're right. Just catch signs here.
I do know that it's flippin' delicious.
It is good. So we engaged in some Ellie Lou's.
We were like one of their first customers, by the way, because they posted, "Hey, we're open."
Yeah, and we're like, and we're there.
We're gonna go tonight.
It was really good. So I think you and I both were like, okay, well, we're just gonna go with the standard pulled pork barbecue sandwich and coleslaw.
So do that and then go there again.
Yep. So, and it was on a big brioche bun. Oh my gosh, it was so
the bun
good.
was
delicious.
I was about to say it's the best part. No, it wasn't. No. So you just had a pulled pork sandwich. You had a pulled pork sandwich, right?
I had a pulled pork sandwich.
I had the Kansas City wet sandwich, which is kind of like
she's coming across. I thought you had the same thing I did. I'm sorry.
No, I had the.
Okay. All right. Okay, thanks.
I had the Kansas City wet sandwich, which is like brisket and pork and burnt ends, and I was like, oh, it was so good.
It was good.
It was Ben and Jerry's, by the way. But it was really good. But our daughter had the Pit Boss nachos, which they couldn't fit in the carryout container because they put so much stuff in there. So I would say I recommend that.
I absolutely recommend.
I didn't recommend Hash House GoGo, not because I don't recommend it, but because I've never been there.
Right.
So we're gonna be there. Yeah. I'm either gonna go there or go to Vegas and get hungover and go there. No. One of those. I've never been hungover, so I don't know. So we're behind a tiny Target.
Yep. Yesterday I had a closing with a sweet young couple starting out with their first home. So Scott and Shannon, congratulations. But we always, if you've never been to a closing or ever closed on a home, is it okay if I go this way, by the way?
Yeah, in fact, go that way and just go, like, see if you can go out. Go to Wendy's and go to the light and then go that way. Because then we're going to pass by another place that's not open yet, but it's going to be open.
I got you. So here's at the tiny Target. So anyway, yesterday I was at a closing. If you've never been to a closing, you sign a lot of documents, obviously.
Yes.
But then once all of the documents are signed, then the closing coordinator takes all of the paperwork, they take it into the back, they just double check for signatures and making sure everything is compliant, that they didn't miss a signature or a date or an initial, something like that. And then, but during that time, I mean, it can be 10 minutes, but most likely it's probably 45 minutes-ish, right?
Yep.
So during that time, we're all just chatting, and so I was talking to them, and he happens to be a chef. I'm not going to say much more because I like to keep my clients' information private, but he is a chef for Disney, and I believe it's for Disney.
Well, and he's at one of the hotels in the Disney area.
Yes, there you go.
You can say it. He's a chef at Shula's.
Okay.
You can say that.
Okay, anyway, so we were just talking about food, and I was talking to them about barbecue, because we had just had Ellie Lou's, and I mentioned it to him. Sorry.
Let me look to be sure.
And anyway, so I told them about that one, and I was like, well, if you have it, because, by the way, they just, they live close enough that could be a place that they go to get something to eat. So we're just super excited for them. Anyway, so point is, not only did we have it, but I recommended it to some clients. Okay.
Yeah. So Disney housing, cast member housing over there. You see cast members walking around. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to go straight, and we're going to get on 429, because we haven't taken you that way before.
Right. We usually just go down Avalon.
Wendy's, mostly. PDQ, Dunkin' Donuts is here.
Firehouse Subs.
But I want to, so the sign is up for Skyline Chili. They're not open yet, but the owner is great on one of these Facebook groups. He's like, he keeps posting like soon. Skyline Chili, if you don't know, a Cincinnati, Ohio staple. It's kind of chili on spaghetti, and they have a bunch of other stuff. Candidly, it's not really my bag, the chili on spaghetti thing, but I'm a Cincinnati Bengals fan, so we eat Skyline Chili whenever. Well, technically, we ate Gold Star Chili because they were the official sponsor. But now Skyline is the official sponsor, the official chili sponsor of the Cincinnati Bengals. Anyway, so that's there. So that'll be open soon. So we just had this explosion of stuff that opened.
Yeah.
And it was. I don't know why it worked out this way, but it just did. So we're going to go on our way there. But while we're going there. We're going to Hamlin.
Yes.
There's 3 other things that opened in Hamlin, literally within days.
Yeah.
Like 2 of them opened the same day, and then one of them opened like early last week. We'll talk about those, but then as we go, we just wanted to take you this way because we haven't driven you this way in a while. So we're at Flamingo Crossings right now.
Right.
If we go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I jumped on you. Sorry.
No.
Shut up.
Again,
Okay.
something that never happened. If we go that way, straight ahead, I can actually see from here the gate, the western gate to Disney. I can see Mickey Mouse right there.
Yes.
But we're going to actually turn before that to get on 429. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say, I'm going to sneeze.
So now you all that
Excuse
set
me,
up,
I'm so
and
sorry.
then it was for a
I'm
sneeze.
sorry.
Okay.
So I just wanted to give them, again, just kind of to orient themselves, right?
Yes.
Is it orient or orientate?
Orient.
That's what I thought, but I always hear, like, the builders say orientate.
Orientate is one of those words that I think might not have used to be a word, and then people said it wrong for so long. And by the way, I apologize if I'm wrong, because it could be that
let me tell you
maybe
where
that's a word.
So to the left is Waterley, that community where the big waterfalls are, and to the right over that direction is the Ovation Village where you have the Del Webb Oasis. Did I say that right?
Yeah. Del Webb
Ovation.
Yeah.
No, I know. I didn't know what I said. The Ovation Village, Del Webb Oasis, Highland Ridge, Harvest Innovation.
Harvest Innovation.
Harvest Innovation with Taylor Morrison is selling.
Yes, and
Pre-selling.
West Haven Innovation has sold a lot, but not building anything. Although we're told any day now.
Yeah. And can you see the little blue arches from?
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard probably on the little camera,
but it's right there. It's right where all those cars are going.
Yeah. So again, Hash House of GoGo, Ellie Lou's, all the places we showed you. Like if you're staying on Disney property, or if you're staying in these hotels at Flamingo Crossings,
you got some great options
places
for
to
you.
stay.
Yeah, that's very exciting, by the way, just to have that much variety. And I love to see the visions become the reality, like Horizon West, right? Just like, oh yeah, we're going to take all of this magnificent land that's zoned agricultural and create this magnificent master plan development.
Yes.
And here we are, and it's still going, it's still growing, but there's already so much to see. It's just, I love to see when the new places are opening up, and it's great for the tourists that are here for Disney, but it's also great for those of us who live here. It gives us a lot to do as well.
And everyone who lives here, and especially one of the places that we're going, is especially exciting because everyone that lives here, we all kind of bought into Disney's backyard on the come, as they say, on what's coming. Yeah. Like okay, this is what is going to be here eventually,
right?
And someday we'll have a fire station, and now we do kind of. But someday we'll have activities. Someday we'll have restaurants. Someday we'll have. So we've been spending all this time not having those things,
right? And
so now, as we're like, everything. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So what I want to talk about is my theme for this is how we do it. As Montel Jordan said, I'm kind of buzzed, and it's all because this is how we do it. That's how the song goes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm not buzzed, but I'm saying it's all because this is how we do it. That's the theme, and that will allow me to put the little audio sticker on this is how we do it under it, which is why I do anything. Right.
This is the Seidel exit. That's Horizon High School. We're going to pass the Seidel exit. There is no Schofield exit.
Yep.
On this side, but then we're going to hit New Independence Parkway because that's going to take us right into Hamlet.
Super quick note, the mark is over there. Soon we will be presenting this prestigious...
yes.
It's a major award, Amy.
It is a major... That's real gold.
Chicken Awards.
That is real gold.
Chicken Awards.
Say it.
No.
Oh, so, you almost did it.
I almost did. No, so if you watched our last Sunday drive, we did it was just very funny. It was very whimsical. Yeah, it was not intended to be.
If there's anything we're about, it's whimsy.
It's whimsy. And information. But yeah, we had just kind of a fun one last week where we just the chicken tenders from Fil A, PDQ, and Huey Magoo's, and we rated it. Oh yeah, actually we stopped by there today, and we got our sodas.
We're going to see the general manager present the award. He wasn't there right now. So.
Yeah, so we'll go back.
They're very excited.
Yeah, they are. Anyway, so real thing. Go ahead.
So this is how we do it. So if someone wants to buy a house in Disney's backyard, what do they do?
All right, so if anyone wants to buy a house pretty much anywhere, but specifically in Disney's backyard,
yes.
So the first thing to do is to reach out. You can either call or text, but texting usually gets a faster response, not because I don't like to talk on the phone, but my friends, I like to talk on the phone.
Yes, she does.
I do. It just means that I can't guarantee that I answer every time that I can, but if I'm doing something, I can't answer. So the first thing is to text 407-848-8042. When someone reaches out, I'm going to send them the link to a document that we would like for them to fill out to complete, which just gives me a little bit more information in preparation for a really thorough phone call. So once they complete that, we coordinate. Usually there's like a calendar link where you can choose a time that's convenient for you and whomever else might be interested in the phone call, to coordinate it with my schedule, mostly so that I can confirm that I set aside like an hour for you to just sit and talk, where it's supposed to be 45 minutes, but it's always an hour with me. But it's the whole point of that is so that you don't catch me like right now where I'm driving somewhere and I have to have a quick conversation. It's not very thorough. It's not very informative. It's not very thought out. So that if I get that information from you ahead of time, I know your timeline, kind of what size house you're looking for, kind of what the price point is, what's the area you're looking in. Then I can target our really long phone call, which again, it's about an hour. It
doesn't have to be, by the way. It just works out that way because you like to talk to people, and people. And if you could overhear these conversations, the amount of information this woman has in her head that she can give to you about the process is the entire value of her business to you.
Yeah.
I think you're good at your job.
Thank you. The phone call is you're asking for information, and I want to provide it. And so we answer questions. I give you information on how things work depending on your situation and your contingencies or the lack of contingencies. And so ultimately, we're going to go from there. We have our phone call, and at the end of the phone call, remember every.
See, she can't answer the phone right now. I'll look to be sure.
Thank you. But at the end of the phone call, every client is different. You might have a very immediate time frame. You might have, you may be way out in the future. But what we do is we create our next steps, and then we kind of go from there. But I think one of the things you like me to mention...
what I like you to do is we're going to pause the video and start over because you're going to answer this phone call. So we'll be right back.
No, I think we're good, but I'll call them.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Never mind.
Okay, so, okay.
I thought it was an emergency. It wasn't.
Do you want me to go this way?
Yes.
Okay.
So just recap, partly because we just did a little quick pause there.
Yeah.
Recap for the good people. So if somebody needs your help buying a home here, wherever they live in the world, the first step is send you a text and say, I need help buying a house.
Right. Or they can email at amy@heartandhomeorlando.com because not everybody texts.
Or you can call. And then
you call,
then what's going to happen is they're going to get a calendar link that says, they're going to get a boatload of information from us. They're going to get a calendar link that sets up a time for a phone call. And then you're going to talk about it, right? Mm-hmm. And then one of the things that you say that I like is then we go at their pace, right?
Yeah.
So this is not a pushy person. Mm-hmm. You got to go to this side because we're at one of the new places.
All right, I'm going to go on this side. I just want to hit the rear end.
Okay, that's fine. But yeah, then you're going out.
By the way, Chick-fil-A's open.
Yes, she's not pushy. So a lot of times, I think people expect we'll be on the phone going, buy this house, buy this house, buy this house. We're definitely going to help you find houses that you would want to buy, but we're not going to sell you anything. We're not going to say, this is one you got to buy. We'll tell you the truth. Hey, this matches all your criteria, and if you want to move on it, you got to move now. We'll tell you that, but we're not going to push. So that's how we do it. That's how you start with Amy, is send a text. We'll give you a whole bunch of information. We'll set up a phone call, and then we'll go from there. Is that a good description of how we do it?
Do we go left or right?
I want you to go right and go around and do the whole thing you did just now again, because there's two of those things. It just the timing always works out that it's weird. So, but Taco Bell is over there. That opened recently-ish. Mm-hmm. They have inside. They have the screens where you put your order on the screen.
Oh, okay.
Which I kind of don't like at other places. At Taco Bell, I love it. Because Taco Bell's the kind of place where I don't want this on it, I want this on it, whatever. Mm-hmm. And you can do it all on the screen. It's really good. So Taco Bell there.
They're open. They're open for business.
Yes. So
I'm going to have to go this way, though.
Yeah, go there, Mickey. You it's fine. Because, we're showing everybody. So we've shown you 2 Wendy's. So our Wendy's index is very, very high. So Walmart is going here.
Walmart is here.
Well, yeah, Walmart is here. Here in this space, it's not just rumored, it's permitted. There's a really, really big store that seems like it's permitted to carry lots of major goods in large quantities.
Right.
And they won't put a name on it, but it sure looks like a Sam's Club. Go left again.
Okay.
And do everything you just did.
Okay.
Again.
All right.
Anyway, so maybe a Sam's Club there. Right here is going to be the Maple Street Bakery and and crumble cookies. Good Lord.
I know.
Here's what I'm kind of getting at, Amy, is We need a new slogan for Disney's Backyard.
Okay.
We will make you fat at breakfast. Fat at breakfast, Disney's Backyard. How's that?
That's fine.
Think about all the things we're talking about.
I know.
We got chicken and waffles. We got Fil A, which is, for us, this is a breakfast
There's
place.
fruit on that, though.
Yeah, but we're talking about that one in a minute. So, Ellie Lou's, I guess you could have barbecue at breakfast if you wanted to, but, anyway, so what we're talking about, though, is up here on the right is Paris Baguette. I want to talk first about what's right next to Paris Baguette, which is Home State Brewery, which is also the home of Fil A Coffee, which is also the home of
Coffee time on Monday, July 3rd.
Live. July 3rd, 9 a.m. Come by. We'll get you some coffee and it'll be fun. And many of you, if you live here, are going to be receiving a postcard that looks just like this, because it is like this. Market information, but up here in the top, right there. If you bring this in, if you live in if you live in Hickory Nut, Seidel, Bridgewater, or Hamlin, you're getting one of these postcards, and in the next week. And bring this in, and we'll buy you a cup of coffee.
On July 3rd.
On July 3rd, yeah, not anytime.
Yeah.
Like, it's got to be when we're there, because we're the ones buying the coffee. Anyway, so Paris Baguette.
Yes. Yeah.
Will make you fat at breakfast time.
I know.
So we sort of were picking, like, what would we get? And so it's up here on the right, so you can loop back in and we'll do that, and then we'll come back out and try to do it again over there. But there's Paris Baguette right there, right next to Spectrum, which there's nothing good for breakfast at Spectrum. That's the cable company. In case you're wondering.
Why am I going this way again?
Just do what you did before, because we didn't really talk about Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
So Paris Baguette is pastries out the yin yang. That's their slogan. It's not really. But let's talk about Chick-fil-A since we're at Chick-fil-A.
We had Chick-fil-A yesterday for breakfast here because you got up.
Again, one of the first customers.
Right, because we want to support the community and all of our new businesses.
And they were not super busy. However, now they are.
Yeah, now we're back to the cuckoo.
So as we drive out and through and by again, you'll see. So one of the things I really like about this one is they've covered area here where they take your order, because as you know, Chick-fil-A,
right,
they take your order standing outside. They've also covered the lane there where the people come bring your food. So there's lots of places for you to, like, park and wait for your food, because that's kind of how that goes.
Yeah.
At Chick-fil-A, and you know, there weren't that many people there when I went, because it was one of those things where, by the way, we're open.
Yeah.
And so I went. Now people know they're open, and there you see it's 12:13 as we recorded this, so it's lunchtime.
Yep. I'm just
go that way. Just go that way, and then take a left, and then go in that parking lot.
Okay.
We'll do that.
All right.
And then, because we've talked about, I think, all of the... Oh, no, we didn't. No. Go to that big place. The new big place for kids.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So, by the way, this is the thing, though. Look at all... here's a difference in today's Sunday drive.
Yeah.
Do you see all of the traffic and all of the people? And I mean it in a good way.
Yeah.
Good traffic. There's people walking around. There's people with their golf carts almost causing a major collision. There's all that happening. But... that's what happens when these businesses come up.
Yeah, it's exciting.
It's exciting.
Well, people come out, you know,
yeah.
and that's the other thing that, you know, we talk about, you know, not just about where we are, but the Florida lifestyle is so different. And, you know, I wish that we had time to just take a walk together, or that we could walk up to that hurt my ear.
It hurt mine too.
That we could just take a walk together and go grab some Maple Street biscuits, right, or some crumble cookies, or, you know, those types of things. But there are people that do that, you know, other people that have lives and have time are able to enjoy where it is that we live. So we're very, very excited to give that to people and to share that with people, even though we don't get the luxury of partaking in it as much. We know that it's there for us, and that's our own fault.
And for whatever reason now, Sunshine Day by the Brady Bunch is in my head, because I think I'll go for a walk outside now. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's smiling because today's a sunshine day, even though it's kind of cloudy.
Yep. All right, so I'm going to pull into this place, and then we're going to end this because we've lost them.
No, we haven't. I don't like it when you say that, because then people are like, oh, they're done, go away. We're not done yet. I'm going to say something really exciting in just a minute. Tijuana Flats, Tostique is there, Mogati? Is that how you say it?
I think so.
I don't know. Publix is there. McDonald's. We're going to do a drive-through review sometime soon of the McDonald's, because we're going to fix them, because we have to, because that's our source for Diet Coke. It's like the watering hole. If we were cattle on the Serengeti, and needed to drink something, we'd need them to look at the parking lot of Urban Air. So this is what we're so like pull in kind of angly, so we just point the car at that. Cool. Just do one of those things like as if our car was really valuable and we wanted to like just kind of angle over. Yeah. So there's Urban Air.
Yes.
So Urban Air Adventure Park is that seems really cool, and I wish I was 10.
I know.
So go-karts.
Trampolines,
ball pits, like foam pit kind of things. I have my handy dandy notes here to show us that. So if you want to go in there and get the platinum pass, where you can do everything they got going on
for a day.
For a day,
okay,
it's like $50
for like a whole day.
Yes.
Okay.
So help the kids and the moms out there and the dads, but you're a mom, so that's why I said that. You can help moms and dads. They have a platinum monthly membership for $32.99
a month.
Yeah, but I believe you have to buy a year. I think that's how it works. So for what, $360? No, 12 times 3. Yeah, I'm right. 12 times 36. So whatever. I'll put the math on the screen. I can't do math. So, but I'm saying, so if you did that, if you pay $32, it's like less per month than 1 day's worth of a pass. So if you're going to use that, it's basically like, it seems like a pretty good deal, is my point.
Yeah.
If your kids are going to use it. Now, there's so much to do in there, but how many times a year are you going to go think about that? Yes, Mom.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is there a snack bar in there?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I would imagine there is, but we don't know for sure. But like,
yes,
I remember,
I 100% know there is.
Is there? Okay, because I remember our kids. We used to go to like the Sky Zones and those things back in Virginia, as well as when we moved here. Just when our son and daughter were young enough that was something that they, wanted to do. That was a great thing to go take them to do. But I remember there was always the snack bars. And that was great. So, as a parent. At the time, my kids were little, so we would go. I mean, I'd bring a book or, computer or whatever, and we'd let them, bounce around for 2 hours, and I would be able to go get my Diet Coke and grab a pretzel or something.
There's a parent pass that you can get. There's a parent membership
really?
Where you don't have to buy the full price thing. You don't get to do anything on your pass, but you get to hang out there with your kids.
That's
so
smart. That's really good. No, and I mean, I didn't know that. That was literally from a parent's perspective. I would not have, at the ages that my kids were when they did this, just drop them off for the day.
Right.
But I would definitely go and sit and hang out with them for a couple of hours. And if there's like a couple of friends all together, something would be a little bit different.
So,
but anyway,
so
super
this
excited
place,
about this.
as we're recording this, they opened yesterday. And look at this. It's a Friday.
And it's a Friday.
It's not a Saturday. It's a Friday.
Schools are out for us. So, I think schools are probably out in most places across the country at this point.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. We've been out now since the middle of August, right? So, those kids are going, and by the way, it's hot in Florida. So, you can go out in the pool, but what you really like to do are find these fun things like Urban Air to be in the inside where it's air conditioned and, you're protected from the thunderstorms in the late afternoon. I think it's a great idea. I'm super excited about
it.
this.
And they did it right, though. Look how beautiful it is.
Yeah,
it's like, it's like they were not joking around, and I can't imagine how much it costs to build that Urban Air. So
it's partake if you live in the area. It's a great thing to do. Whether you live here or again whether you're visiting Disney and you need to take a day off from the parks. I don't know why you would, but if you needed to take a day off from the parks,
because sometimes it's exhausting.
Yeah, sometimes your legs just need a break. You need to let those blisters heal up. I'm not going to go.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think that's exciting. So are you ready to say goodbye to our
I'm
friends?
ready to say goodbye as the pontoon boat passes us for some reason.
Nice. Okay.
Florida. We're in Florida.
It's Florida.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, as always, we appreciate you hanging out with us on this Sunday drive. So I hope you enjoyed some of the new places to nourish yourself.
Yes.
Maybe not in a healthy way, but fill your belly. Anyway, we're very excited about it. We love where we live. We hope you want to come join us and live here in Disney's backyard. So as always, please stay safe, stay well. Remember, we love you. Happy house hunting.